Hello,
Hi,
how are you, Leonardo?
good. You? Everything fine on your side?
Fine, thanks.
So let's wait a bit for the other guys to come up. Oh, Ulchin. Hey,
Leonardo,
you
hello.
good?
Hello. I'm a
Oh,
little bit sick, but like not so bad.
ah.
Seasonal change, and I got like COVID and flu shots 2 days
Ooh.
ago. It was a mistake to get it in the same day. I don't recommend bad experience.
Oh, ouch.
How
Uh,
are you? Come stai?
Bene.
Bene.
Good.
Good, good. Happy to hear your voice. I missed it.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it is indeed.
So we wait for Jonathan.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm pinging him.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry for the delay. I'm a bit late. Taradan, tan, tan, taran. Taradan, taran, taran. I'm arriving. China. Taradan. Give me a second that I need to claim the host. Taradan. 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. How about this? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay. We have quite a lot of people today. We will give some minutes for some more people to arrive. So who is going to sing today? No one? I know that people don't love my voice, so I will not sing today. Anyway, did everyone add the stuff to the agenda? Yes, right? I'm sharing the screen. We have a couple of topics to talk there. Du-du-du-du. Okay. Eccolo. Please follow Armando's example and add yourself to the list of attendees. Starting for me, by me. Okay. Very good. Trying to read the document that I don't have access. Perfect. That's it. Andiamo avanti. Parabam, pam, pam. Okay, I see new faces, but since I didn't host last meeting, I don't know who's new. Oopsie, sorry. So we have someone that is from any nice floor.
What the fuck happened?
Hey, language. There's it
Excellent.
on the
Oh
screen.
shit.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Change your name. I'll change it. Done. No, it doesn't work.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, that was many moons ago that I worked for 89s. Okay. Anyway.
That was recorded, Flo, you know.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well, I think I have access. I can clean up the recording.
no,
Rewriting
you
history, you know?
don't. Okay, let's move forward because Siad needs to leave early. Thank you for letting us know. And you asked for the word. So please say what you need.
So it's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay,
Hello.
thank you very much. I will not be too long. I'm just here. It's been a couple of months that I didn't show it up, but meanwhile I try to be as much useful as I can in the chart CNPG charts Helm charts repository. As you know, I don't have any privilege just to review externally. I already succeed to help some contributors, like for example the pull request 610 that is transformed to a new pull request. It's 642, but there is always a lot of users that reclaim to have these new features. So, for example, the 6661 explain already this need. So there is another contributor that contribute with the same things. So if you want to have the same history, the 6661 is a good example. If you click on it, there is somebody that already implemented something, and we say for him that the 642 already implement the same thing. Okay.
Can you share the link because those were too many six, and my mind
Yes.
actually say
And
666, and now I'm thinking on the number of digits
yes,
from
yes,
Iron Maiden.
it's a quite amazing for me. I don't want to troll here, but just to be quick, I review it as much as I can, but I can't do more. I know that the user mainly use the Helm chart to use the CNPG project. So without Helm chart, I don't know how the users could use it or upgrade it. So there is a lot of pull requests. There's a lot of contribution. I try to somehow validate, but even my validation, there is no effect because there is no new release with it, no testing, and no feedback. And the more we have a new pull request, the more it will be difficult to add releases, to to regroup them in a release, etc., and to if there is any regression, it will be harder and harder to figure out which commit, which pull request add a new this regression. So I think I will pause my contribution for now until we have a decision what we can do in this interface, main interface to use the CNPG. And I will be more than welcome if you contact me to continue to do something with this. Honestly, I can't even, if for example, if I give the example of the 6010 would transform into 642, I didn't even have a comment from the contributor because I'm like a bot in the internet. Uh, yes, it's a reality. Whenever I suggest to do something to add things or to correct things, the guys say, who is the stranger in the community that's ask me to do things? So there is ones that they have common sense, little knowledge to know, okay, I will take this guy suggestion or validation and will get a lot of efforts or little efforts to get the things done. The other says, okay, this project is a lot of requests are freezing. I don't contribute, and I'm saying I couldn't help more than either validate or suggest some modification to help the future administrator or the releaser to have something clean and tidy, and especially either adding tests or asking to do tests or helping to do tests. That's it. Thank you for your consideration.
Okay, that was a mixture of many things. I can understand you, don't worry. It's frustrating. Working on projects in open source can be really frustrating many times. So yeah.
Just to clarify, that's the Postgres chart, right? Not the operator. That's a Postgres cluster chart.
There is the cluster, the operator, and that's just a quick remark. I have also a couple of pull requests to have a better understanding, to have the repository in the CNCF standards. It's not technical ones. You can see my pull requests if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I apologize. I'm really struggling to keep up with everything that's happening, and yeah, for example, I don't use M charts at all. Okay, so I cannot even help you. You know, to me, I mean, I would just use manifest. Okay, so I wish I could really help you. You know, here I think it's just as maintainers, I think we need to take this seriously and speak with you know, the component owners, and check, you know, the way forward, in my opinion, because I mean, this is bad. I cannot comment, unfortunately, on the technical side of things, but yeah, I think we need to you know, discuss internally what to do. I mean,
Yes, exactly. And I'm just wanting to. I will pause any future contribution until I have this.
is there anyone in this group that is working on Helm charts as well? I mean, there's 14 people here. If there's more people that use the Helm charts, maybe you can work with them, you know.
We're using the Helm charts to install the operator in Postgres.
Okay, so maybe, I mean, maybe, I mean, what you could do, maybe you could review what Ziad is done, and then, you know, if there's already 2 people, that's already, you know, maybe we can even think about, you know, if you can create a fork or whatever, and if that works, we can just get your PRs merged if there's no activity from the current component owners. So for example, Nicola, he works with EB, and is very active on the container images stuff, you know. And now he's getting, you know, also involved in the operator stuff. He developed the extension volumes. Okay, so I need to ask Itai and Philippe primarily. They are in both projects. Okay. I don't know, what do others think?
Well, the thing is that PRs involving the cluster chart usually has been handled by Itai, because
Itai and Philippe, yeah.
the cluster chart was
Itai, yes.
yeah, its own initial project, right? At the very start. So I think.
So we only had the operator one.
Yeah.
I personally didn't want to add the cluster one for these reasons. So so it's really, I think I mean, if we have the possibility to make it a community resource, okay. So I think we need to investigate internally. We need to speak with especially Itai and Philippe, in my opinion. Let's make it an action item, and then we come back to this group next time. And I think we need to solve this, because if there's people involved, they want to contribute. And from what I see, Ziad is also willing to take responsibility, right? For this
The
accountability.
main idea to help as a least privilege to have a new release, to have the end user options to Helm charts. To be responsible, just in the first step, it will be much, but at least having as least as possible of privilege,
Yeah.
to at least prepare perhaps some alpha releases or something like this. To at least, for example, having the right to modify some pull requests, to add some testers, something like this. My original goals is not just to be the owner or having the authority over a repository. It's just to getting the things done. So whichever the form of it, I will take it.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, let's write down in the agenda that we need to speak internally among maintainers and decide what to do. So if you actually you posted some tickets, some example tickets, right? So we can go through them and check.
Yes,
Do an internal investigation and determine whether we can move on or not.
Yes, I don't know technically if it's possible, but you can see all my reviews about all other pull requests. I just give one example, but I think I've reviewed some perhaps 10 or 20, I don't know, but as much as I can, because there is something that I don't have, especially the knowledge. I have more knowledge in the Kubernetes fields more than the Postgres field.
Got it.
So I could help as much as I can in my knowledge. And in fact, I was just trained by Ite for the testing part. So Ite helped me a lot. I'm really
Okay.
grateful for him. Just to be noted.
Okay, good. Okay, so do you mind sending the list, I mean, of all the tickets you have reviewed? Even or if you can add them to the agenda, I think that's the best thing. Okay.
I will add it to the
Okay,
agenda page.
good. Thank you. But let's put in the actions, that we need to get together, the maintainers. Thanks. So who can share the next item? Jonathan?
Sorry, I was preparing some tea. I don't know if you're going to direct or not, because what I can see is a couple of items here. The next one is about CNPDI. Where is this? This pull request. Gurchin, you did the changes, right?
Yes, the one that you suggested, Jonathan.
Okay. So if someone else can review this and agree, we will be merging this as soon as we can.
Okay, yeah, send it back to me. I'll review it later.
It's on the agenda.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. I mean, just for I mean, it's important to say that I think there was a comment of mine that I think this is good as an ad interim thing, you know, because in the future we need to have end-to-end tests that prove that. So ideally now we're actually going to Atlanta in a month and a half, actually a bit over a month, and the maintainer summit of the CNCF. We actually proposed the conformance program that was only available in Kubernetes to be extended to all the CNCF projects. And the CNCF accepted our proposal from the last maintainer summit in London. And now, theoretically, every CNCF project can propose conformance programs. They say preferably incubation onwards, okay? So I think in the long run, we should enable any third party to certify both, for example, if they've got a Kubernetes distribution, their distribution with CloudNativePG, or if they have a storage solution, their storage with CloudNativePG, or if you develop a plugin,
Yeah.
you certify the plugin.
We already talked and explained this to everyone in 2 community meetings ago.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't there. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. Let's move forward. Now the next one. So thank you, Gulchin. That is good that after some discussion last time, that now we're good.
Thank you, Jonathan.
No problem. Okay, this next one. Armando, Leonardo, I think that our friend.
That's me. I opened it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's me.
He is here. Thank you.
Hey everyone, just to introduce myself, I'm Tudor. I'm a CTO at Zeta. We're a Postgres platform company, and we're using CNPG quite a lot. Yeah, and there's a relatively small PR to the Barman Cloud plugin, and just basically trying to understand how we can move it forward. I got some review from Armando already. Thank you for that. He was saying he needs more input from the other maintainers about the general approach.
Yes, we discussed together about this change, and beside the fact that the feature is correct, what we agree is that we will prefer to implement some generic solution to this instead of just add a section for the probe, and then we already have a section for the resources. In the future, we will have probably all other things to add. So the idea was to create a container template and fix all these container customization once and for all by having a base template that is used by the plugin to create the container. So
I see. Makes sense.
the idea is to do this other implementation and then close this pull request.
Cool. Okay. Can I perhaps help with that, or is that something that you would rather do yourself? Like
That is something that well, at the moment we have not started yet. So if you want to
do we have an issue
it,
describing the suggested solution, Marco?
No, I think we should create it and
Okay.
also update this PR.
Yeah. Right. So if you give me maybe some high level how you would like to do it, and ideally maybe another example if this approach is done anywhere else, then I can probably do it myself. But I don't know. I would definitely have to look into it more. But generally, would be happy to help here.
Perfect. I think we agree. we will create the issue and then
who will create it?
I can do it. Maybe with the help of Armando
and Armando will create an issue describing a more deep solution to get help from students. No, without the
Perfect. Perfect. Thanks so much.
Amazing. This is a quick comment for everyone. Two things that are really important when developing something. Please update your environment, especially the control gen. This means that the update will not happen, but the most important one is always add the license header. Okay. That is missing here. That's it. Okay. Let's move forward. Siet already speak, and I think he is left or already left. So now next one. From the last meeting, Gabriele resolved access to Twitter. Gabriele.
You've been missing for 3 weeks. So I didn't come back to you. I think we need to solve it together.
Don't worry, I'm working on this too.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. Jonathan G. joins the effort. Okay, action by German and Alex Microsoft team. I think that Alex is here. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here too. So we are both here.
Hey, hi.
Yay.
Herman.
Yes, yeah. So we put up a PR on our repo, which is also open source for our write or witness replica. So you're welcome to review that and let us know. My colleague Rehan, we wanted to get together and talk about a design for using something like Citus or yet another tool, Green, whatever. And Rehan said he couldn't schedule anything because you guys were all super busy last month. So hopefully that's better this month, so we can get together and chat a little bit about architecture for multi-node.
Yeah.
Which one is yeah?
Yeah, that was the thing where we wanted to kind of think about how we can support multi-node things. So like Citus with a cluster construct, which then would contain multiple nodes. And you said we need to do a deep dive to figure out how we want to do that.
Yeah, no. We have to. The thing is that. So what's your timeline? I know ASAP, right?
No, we have time. We are just
it's just that.
We know open source takes long, so we just keep on.
The thing is that there's KubeCon on the horizon. We are planning to release 1.27.1.
Okay.
And then we also need to define what gets into 1.28 and what not. And so we are fully focused on those activities, and Yeah, honestly, myself, I don't see how I can find time, for example, after KubeCon, until after KubeCon, so mid-November at
Yeah,
least
that's
myself.
yeah. As long as we so we just wanna get it started. We are not really in a rush for that. So, but yeah, just wanna make some
Yeah,
progress.
we need to fix the plugin story.
Oh yeah, that's
There's too much stuff that is in our brain, at least in this stage. So it's
yeah, plugins is also something on our minds since we are
because actually this stuff will actually increase the I think the probability of issues encountered by users. Okay, so we are already doing a refactoring. Now we started also another one for PG Bouncer. And yeah, so anyway, I think at the moment we need to have patience for that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Thanks.
So yeah, if
Jay.
we can target something like mid-November and get it started this year, that would be great. Not you have to look after the holidays.
But I don't know the other maintainers, what, maybe those development skills.
Yeah, we would do the development, so you guys don't have to then
but in
guide
terms
us.
of architecture and
yeah.
Yeah, the same applies to me. I need to prepare KubeCon. I have several things, so yeah.
But German, you are not going to KubeCon?
Maybe I am. So they
that would be awesome.
That would be good. I will ask them then more forcefully. So yeah, we can do that.
Probably you can talk with Gabriel and Leonardo there in person, and that will help a lot.
Yeah, so we can chat in person.
And
that would be good. Okay.
Yeah, I will be there also.
Yeah, I will make a point of telling my management that we need to allocate funds.
Yeah, because if you are actually, it's important for you as a company, if they can take you to KubeCon and you can talk directly with the person, will be amazing. Right?
Yeah, I agree. You're preaching to the choir. It's just
exactly. Or PGConf Europe.
Yeah. We are part of the database team, so they're very excited about VLDB conferences and stuff like that. So they have to balance.
Yeah, but if you can find something like that, you can justify with your management, would be awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes in person it could be proven speed up the things, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That will be good.
Yeah, I will talk to them, see if they can find.
Yeah, we have a community meeting Now this is after hours on October 23, and we will be at PGConf Europe. Yay! So probably we'll have to cancel that. Okay. Thank you for that. Really to keep working today. Next one, Kate. Sorry, you are the last one on the list. I don't know why, but please, what is this? The maintenance figure didn't get advertised since the last meeting.
Yeah, somebody said they were going to take a look at that and review it, and I forget his name, but he's not here today. He must be avoiding me.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Yeah, no, it was James or Jimmy or any of those names sound familiar?
Jeremy.
Could be Jeremy. I think he's in the US someplace. But the idea is like when Postgres starts up and there's a database in its PG data directory, it will simply reuse that. And that is a feature that we sort of rely on when we're resuming instances. I don't know if you want to hear the long story. But Postgres has an opinion that when the operator starts up, if it finds that directory, it renames it. So there's no way to easily go and simply resume an existing database. So this PR simply adds an extra field to the, I believe, initdb stanza, reuse existing directory. So if the operator, when it starts up, if it finds an existing data directory and it contains a valid database, it will simply reuse that instead of renaming the directory and reinitializing things. So I believe there was 2 places that was changed, the initdb, and there's another create directories or something like that, where it just checks to see if this is set. And if that field is set, it just reuses the existing database. We have been using this ourselves, and we haven't run into problems with it, but granted, we are just a simple use case. But before we commit to doing that, we want to know if there's any chance that this would be accepted and merged. We don't really want to have to maintain our own fork. Even though, I'm arguing to our team that it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's a pretty minor change. We're not changing the operator or, much else in the operator or the Helm charts, or anything like that. We just build our own image and pull that. So we just wanted some feedback, whether, this would be something that could be accepted, if this is the right approach to do what we want to do, and we're implementing that approach correctly. And I think it was said at, the last meeting that was, a valid use case that would get looked at and considered, because there are on the issue that it links to, there are a number of people for various reasons have the same use case that they would like to do, where it just resumes using an existing database rather than having to restore from a backup, or there are a number of workarounds that we had found. None of them are ideal. It would just be better if the operator didn't have this opinion on existing directories.
This is an old issue.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Yeah, so you are adding a new field in the CRD, if I got it correctly.
Yes.
In the initdb section, it sounds like.
I would probably prefer an annotation because, okay, I understand that this is a valid use case, but I don't think it's something should be supported for the general public, because it's quite a dangerous thing, I think. You are basically, my concern here is you are destroying the PV that is there. So if something is wrong, you are changing the content of the directory. I would prefer, for example, to use the PV as a source, like a snapshot, and and copy it and then try to use it. Because this, there's a PV, just use it approach, I think it's a quite dangerous thing. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah. But the thing is that is the way Postgres behaves. If there's existing data in the PV, it's happy to reuse it. And I understand that this is not, something that a lot of people are going to do, except in, a very specific use case for very specific reasons, that they would have to go in and say, reuse this data. Maybe I'm not understanding, I'm not a Postgres expert by any stretch, how this is actually changing any data. In fact, the current practice of going and removing that existing directory is, I would say, more destructive than just reusing what is already there. Now, whether this is the correct approach, that's one of the things, I'm interested in hearing feedback on. If you have ideas, if there's an annotation that could be applied somewhere and achieve basically the same thing, I'm not too sure I understand exactly how that would work, but If there's some feedback, we can try a different approach to do the same thing. And as I said, we had experimented with other approaches where after the initialize, we pause the database, rename the directories, unpause the database. But because the way our setup works, it's very slow because things have already connected to the database. So it would be nice if when the database, was initialized, and this is for like, a new deployment. It's not, something that's existing. It's basically a new deployment only. Here's a PV, use the database that's on it.
And this is just for initdb.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is that it's quite weird that the initdb is reusing something. I think that is more like a special kind of recovery.
Yes, it is basically. Like in our application, Galaxy, it's used for bioinformatics. It's actually not installed by us. It's the Broad Institute School of Medicine at Harvard. Users with a Google billing account can launch one of our clusters. They do a bunch of genomics research with, all of their data. But they don't want to leave the cluster running all of the time and, incurring costs. They might want to come back a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year later, whatever. Launch another cluster, attach the existing disks and PVs that they had, and resume the work that they had. So it is a very special case, and it is a special kind of recovery. And as I said, we have looked at other ways of doing, a snapshot and a database dump and a restore.
Sorry, but did you see the hibernation feature? So you keep the cluster, you set the hibernation annotation, all the pods are deleted, all the PVC remain there. And once you dehibernate the cluster, everything starts working normally again. So maybe that is what you want.
We have tried with the hibernation. I forget now because this is a couple of months ago that I had done that. We did run into a problem with the hibernate. I could take another look at it if you could provide some guidance.
Might be because we had two different implementation of the hibernation. The initial one was imperative and was basically deleting everything and just keeping a PVC. But then we re-implemented it in a declarative way where the cluster remained there, the PVCs remain there, and only the composition resources are removed. So the pods. Might be that if you tried it with the old implementation, it could be tested.
But this is for your cluster as just a single instance, isn't it?
Ours, yeah. It's just
okay, because otherwise it won't work. You just patch initdb. Okay, I see. But in my opinion, hibernation is what we're looking for. It could be. I'll give it another try.
Because it's basically the same thing that you are doing, with the difference that the cluster resource remain there, but all the pods are deleted.
I think that there is a use case that probably you're facing here. It could be, and since you mentioned your use case with the study, people doing some study and everything, it could be that what if someone copy one PVC to another cluster and want to start from that PVC? That will be the only use case that the hibernation will not cover, and the initdb will require, I think.
Yeah. Just
Sorry.
Gulchin was here just a few minutes before, but actually her company developed a CMPGI plugin. It's called CMPGI Scale to Zero.
Yes, that is actually this one here. One of the
yeah, exactly. We discussed it before, and They are exactly setting the hibernation annotation on and off, depending on when they like to have pods or not. But the PVCs are still there. In your case, this is a single instance cluster, so it should not change. At least in my opinion, if I got it correctly, your use case.
I could take a look at this end, as you said, the hibernate. I'm just not too sure, like you say, the cluster is still going to be there. I'm just not too sure where that cluster object is living once all the nodes are gone, not just
It's
the
still
pod.
there. It's still there, the cluster. It's still there, but not the pods.
Yeah, but the actual nodes, the CPUs, the actual nodes, the hardware is gone. So where does that cluster live?
No, it doesn't. There's only the PVCs.
Oh, okay.
The
So
definition is there.
I'm going to link something in the agenda, which is a talk from Gulchin at the PG Day Napoli about this scaling to zero. That is
Okay. You will
probably
basically save your CPU's resources, but not your storage. Storage is still there.
I think it's exactly the use case.
and actually this plugin probably you can implement it and help everyone to save money.
I still
can
need to
take a look
test
at that.
it, but
Now,
yeah.
actually at the moment, I don't have access to this agenda. I clicked on the little thing to request access from my personal email, keithsuderman@gmail.com. Or if you could give it to my work address, suderman@jhu.edu.
Really? Please. Gabriel is the one that have access to give access.
Actually, can we move it somewhere else? Because this is an EDB document that was open to public before security policies were changed and public access is not given anymore. So I don't want to have to give individual
Or
access
if
every
somebody
time.
could just post those links, as comments to the issue, just someplace that I have access to them so I can find them again.
It will be in the agenda for now. The issue with the agenda that how we shared, we will have to solve it later. I think, Gabriele. But it's something that probably we should ask and talk with the CNCF. Since they are providing some kind of solutions that they should be available, as everyone knows, in the project control center that we have, we sharing with everyone. But that is work in progress. We probably should look for a solution. But that is another topic. Kate, I'm going to send you this link. I think you are in the Slack, right?
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
Let me search for you. I'm looking for you. Give me a second. Where is the here? Okay.
I just got a Slack ping that somebody shared something with me.
Yeah, it was
Can you ping me? Because there's a lot of PA. I was looking for you. It's like there's a lot of people there. Yeah. If you can ping me, please, and I'll send you the links and all the documentation that we have about this. Okay.
Okay, yeah, and somebody just gave me access to I can see the Google Doc now.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Oh, perfect. Moving forward, move the agenda to go. No, come on. Thank you, Gabriele. That
it was not Gabriel.
Okay, yeah, that is something we need to handle at some point. It's time to look for help from the.
I think that CNCF has a Google workspace.
No, they don't give access. But since you are going to KubeCon North America, can you please post this and get in the maintainer summit, please?
Okay. Otherwise, we need to find another way.
Yeah. I can talk with people from the Linux Foundation, but yeah, we need to find a better way to set our agenda, because that is something that is impacting all the projects in the CNCF landscape, and everyone is having totally different solutions.
Yeah, otherwise what we could do is just use one of our personal accounts that I believe everyone has to create a public document and then give it access.
I can use mine because I pay for the Google storage and there will not be an issue. Okay. Jonathan G will work on finding a solution to the agenda sharing problem. Okay.
Yeah, maybe the first step is just to ask CNCS people. Maybe they already have.
Yeah, probably. We will work on it. Don't worry. Okay. I will work on it. Any other issue? I think that a lot of people have left. Gabriel needs to leave for sure because he has a cold. He already left. Oh, a lot of people left. So someone wants to talk something else? No?
No, I just want to thank you everyone for being here and to wish you a great
thank you
rest
for
of
taking
the
your
day,
time
week.
and give us your time. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexander. Abrazos, hugs, and see you next time. If we don't cancel, we will try to finish station. Okay? Abrazos. Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye.